What's up my Shuggies, Ashley here, and in today's video I am bringing to you my 2022 holiday home decor. I am so excited to share with you how I decorated my home this year for the holiday season. I have found so many good items out there that are really affordable, as well as so many good sale opportunities. I also was able to repurpose and reuse and redesign a lot of items that I already had. So if you are interested in seeing how I decorated my home for the 2022 holiday season, then just keep watching. All right, you guys, before we get into the video, I wanted to go over my Dossier perfumes for the month. Thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this video. I am always so excited to receive my Dossier perfumes. They are an amazing company with really great quality perfumes that are iconic scents, designer quality, and no markups. So the scent for this month is going to be, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, bergamot. It is gorgeous. I love the components of this. Always, I talk about how I love that it's a magnetic top. I feel like if they did that in cosmetics, that would be super useful as well. So I'm going to see how this smells. And this is specifically inspired by Versace Dylan Blue. So if that is something you wear, that is going to be very similar to this scent. Oh, that is really, really nice. That kind of smells like, I feel like cool blue a little bit. It's definitely more strong and a more masculine note to it. It's definitely fresh and clean smelling, but very intense, if that makes sense. I really like how this is gonna be a stronger scent. So for those of you that love the stronger, cleaner smells, or you love the Versace Dylan Blue, then you'll definitely love this scent right here. And next up, we have Ambery Tuberose. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that one correctly either, but this is inspired by Dippity Q, which is also a perfume I have not heard of. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm super excited to smell this one and see how this one smells. It does have some notes of orange blossom as well as musk. This one is totally opposite. This one is also strong, but very citrusy in scent. I would definitely say that you can smell the top notes of orange blossom as well as rose. So although this one is strong as well and it smells clean, it's much more citrusy and much more, I would say, summery. Really nice how you can smell the orange blossom. I don't think there's anything better than a nice fresh scent. So as always, I will leave everything linked in the description box down below. And don't forget about their Black Friday sale, 20% off 3 perfumes, 25% off 4, 30% off 5, and 35% off 6, 7, or 8 perfumes. All right, guys, we are starting off in the living room, and I am so excited to share with you this little setup that I made. I definitely repurposed a lot of items that I already had because I think that that's something that you can totally do that's going to save you time and save you money. So let's start out with these little trees right here. If you can see on the inside, this one, there is a basket. This is an old, I believe, threshold tree from Target. So I repurposed it by putting it in this DIY pot that I made with a little bit of paint. And then I just made these little cement accents and glued them on the outside. So I just threw it inside there and I think it looked perfect. The right height, the right proportion, a little bit flocked, and I love the way that that looks. So I left that exactly the way that it was set up before I incorporated my Christmas decor. So I think that that really helps if you're trying to keep it simple. Just incorporate the trees and accessories where you already have your decor. So this is pretty much how I had it set up prior to Christmas stuff. So I just plopped trees and vessels, and that way when I want to go back to my regular decor, it makes it that much easier. So moving down to this little area, another little tree that I had, super old, from Homegoods, as well as this one, which I love this because of the little lights. I also love mixing together vessels and mixing together different types of trees. So as you can see, this one is a flocked one that the branches go up. This one is another flocked one where the branches go up. And then this is a regular one with no flock, and it's a different kind of pine. So it gives it a little bit of variation. The same thing with the vessels. This one is from Homegoods. It's a little plant vessel. That one, like I told you, is a DIY. And then this one is an old one that I've had from at home that I love, that fit this tree perfectly. So I just repurposed trees that I had. If you don't have little lights on your trees, you can get these at HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I think even Walmart, I've seen them everywhere. You just wrap them around the tree, throw in some batteries in the pack, and you're good to go. I leave mine on all the time. I just stacked some of the vessels on the books to give it some height variation, and that is my little console area. Moving on to the star of the show, you guys. I love the way that this tree turned out. This really was an absolute labor of love because I think this was my third time redoing this tree. I originally had the tree that's in my bedroom. Unfortunately, the base did not fit, so I had to take everything off of the tree, swap the trees, redo this tree, and then I realized that my proportions were off with the decor and the size of all of the ornaments. So then I took it down again and redid it and added a little bit of extra on top. And now I am happy with the way that it looks. But trees are definitely beautiful, but they definitely are just like any other piece of decor. They take time and patience, but I am super happy with how it turned out. So I'm going to go over the type of tree that this is. This is the one I got last year from Hobby Lobby. It's flocked. They are both 9 feet. I'll show you the other one later. So it just touches the ceiling, so it barely fits. But I love this one because, like these, it's a different kind of pine, and it's a little bit more full and fluffy. I do really, really love and gravitate towards the flocked trees, although I think the ones that are simplistic are just as gorgeous. With that being said, we are going to move on to ornaments, and I have so many different ornaments. I just kept getting them and getting them and getting them and just kind of mixing them together, and this is what I came up with. I did a little bit of textured plain black balls. As you can see here, some of them are glittery, some of them are matte, some of them are shiny. Also different sizes, as you can see here. And then I incorporated some black and white ornaments, as you can see here. And then my just extras that I found that I loved, including this little DIY. If you go to the dollar spot at Target and you see these little packs of nutcrackers, these are perfect to just spray paint, set in your tree, and oh my gosh, how adorable is that? I also got some of these from last year from Target, just the white fur. Here's another one, just another white fur letter. And then these are from this year, and oh my gosh, you guys, gorgeous. I'm obsessed with them, and I wanted to find some in black. Unfortunately, they didn't have them at Target. I think these come in like a bunch of colors, and then white. So if you're looking for like a red, blue, I think like a yellow or green, then definitely check these out. They're gorgeous. I'll link them for you. But I did come across these, so a variation, but still really cute and give that same idea of like the spike sunburst. And these are from At Home. If you guys are not familiar with At Home, that place really is like a candy land, especially when it comes to holidays. They really have it all. I love these. I think that these give it a nice little accent, especially with the glitter on them. As you can see, it's just super shiny and adds a lot of sheen. And then last but certainly not least, I did a tiny bit, which I'm still gonna keep the rest for next year because I'm planning on doing a whole tree between you and I, of tinsel. And I love this. This was inspired by a Crate and Barrel tree that I can insert a picture of, which gave me the inspiration for this entire tree this year. But if I did the entire tree in tinsel, it would have to have been done first, and I'm not doing this a fourth time. So here we are. We're happy with it. We love the way that it looks, and I am so surprised at how many affordable ornaments there really are. if you take the time to look and just kind of collect them over, you know, a couple of weeks, you really can get a nice tree done well and not spend a ton of money. So I definitely recommend looking at places like Target, the dollar spot, getting cute little ones like this and DIYing them, using and repurposing ones you had. For example, these are from last year. They're glass. I probably wouldn't get glass again because I can't tell you how many of these I broke. But even if you had them in a different color, you can spray paint them. You can fill them with paint, and if they're clear, and you know, swirl it around and give it a different look. You can use some cement and give them a really nice matte, modern, sleek finish. There's so many ways to do it without breaking the bank that I want you guys to be inspired and know that you can do it, and just add, if you wanted to, a couple of the black and white ones and be totally good to go. I also would recommend checking out places like Hobby Lobby. They're having a 60% off sale. So you're able to get, I believe, these like matte and glitter ones for 60% off. So I got a huge bucket of them for like 20 bucks. So literally, if you repurpose the ones you had from last year, you get a bucket of black ones for 20 bucks. You DIY some nutcrackers and you only buy a couple of accent ones. There you go. You're good to go. So this is something that definitely you can be creative with, something that I think is super fun to do, although it's not necessarily that fun when you do it 3 times in a row. I'm so excited to see what you guys are doing for your Christmas tree. So let me know in the comments below what your color theme is, what you guys are doing, and if you found any really good deals, let's share them with each other throughout the holiday season. All right, next up, something simplistic, and again, a total DIY. I took a vessel that I had from last year that I actually ended up putting a little Christmas tree in, and literally took some, this is all extra that I had, just some faux stems, cut them up and threw them in this vessel together to give it a little bit of a holiday feel in this corner. And I love the way that it turned out. Again, just trying to minimize spending money where you don't need to and still having a nice holiday look by repurposing some stuff you guys already may have in your closets or storage. I will also see if I can link anything similar. These are from last year. Both of them are hearth and hand. These faux stems, as well as these cute little, I believe they're holly branches. And then these little accent pieces right here are from Michael's. And I actually used these last year in my garland. So I just stuck them in here for some texture and a little bit of filler. So I'll see what they have, and of course link it below for you guys. Next up is going to be my console, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. Again, using a tree from last year, and I love this one because it has the downturned branches. Super simplistic, and I believe this one is from Homegoods, if I remember correctly. That same little vessel that I have over there with the faux stems in them, this one I got last year as well from Homegoods. And guys, these were so affordable. I think $12 or $9. They're just little planters. Picked them up by the checkout area and just threw some trees in there, and I think that's really, really simple and easy to do, and it's not going to break the bank. I left my beautiful book open on my book stand, and then moving down here to my adorable little nutcrackers. These guys I found from HomeGoods, and they are ceramic. I was planning on doing some wood ones, but I found these and decided to go with them instead. And I'm really happy that I did, because I found these guys, and I'm sure you guys have seen them at Target, and then I just threw on some spray paint, and now we have a little black and white combination of some cute little nutcrackers. I believe these were $1 or $3, so really affordable as well. So if you find some with a lot of detail like this, I think these would be super cute to DIY, just like I did on the tree. And if you find some in a wood material that is super lightweight, you could also paint those perfect sized and then throw them on the tree as well. I've also seen DIYs where they take rub and buff on top of the black spray paint and rub and buff them. So if you're not into black and white and you want something a little bit more glitz and glam, then you can definitely opt for something like that as well. I just love how they look together in a little cluster like a family. So definitely check HomeGoods. check your local Target dollar spot and see what you guys can find. I know they're putting out trees as well in some really beautiful neutral color palettes. So I'm super excited to see what those look like if I can find them in person. But I feel like the nutcrackers are just a really nice touch. And if you go to Hobby Lobby, they have them in every color scheme in the world. So again, if you're not into the neutrals and you want something a little bit more big and bold, definitely check out Hobby Lobby because they have some really gorgeous ones. So I, of course, as always, will see what I can find that is similar to this and link it in the description box down below. Next up, I wanted to share with you guys some paper and ribbon that I got to go with my little theme here for Christmas. I found this online by the Wonder Shop and I love the way that this looks paired together. Just some black and gold and then some black velvet ribbon. This is, I believe, 1.5 inch, yes, in width. So I think this will be really pretty together. And I'm going to do some nice present wrapping so I can put it under the tree and it will all look beautiful and cohesive. They have so many different colors and patterns to choose from. So if this isn't your vibe, I will definitely link a couple of my favorites below in the description box. And I would definitely recommend getting this kind of stuff now, although it's very inexpensive. I think these are only $3 each. For some reason, stuff is just selling out super quick this year, so I will link it so you guys can go ahead and grab it and stock it away for Christmas. Next up, I wanted to show you something super simple that you could do on a mirror, whether that's a leaning mirror or one that's actually hung on the wall, and that is adding to it just some extra garland that you may have lying around the house like I did. I will insert a photo of what my inspiration was, and although I wasn't able to perfectly achieve that, I still like that it gives just a little something for Christmas. Ideally, I would love to get another piece and kind of complete this, and then also have another little bit to give it some fullness up top. I also wanted to note, as a close-up, I did use the clear command hooks in order to achieve that security factor, to make sure that it was all secure and tight going all the way down. And I love those because they really ensure that the garland isn't going to go anywhere. I do recommend when hanging them, hanging the open part up and then putting the weight of the branch in so that it's securing it in the right way, because if the open part were to point the other way, then the branch would just fall out. So just keep that in mind when you are securing them. And this is the completed look of that. I will see if I can tag the exact ones that I got. These are a few years old from Michael's. But honestly, after looking everywhere this year, I've literally been to Joann Fabric, Michael's, Kirkland's, Homegoods, Walmart, and Target. I literally have not found anything that I love. They do still have these exact ones available at Michael's. I'm not sure if I want to get more and, like I said, lengthen this or just get all new, but the ones that I found at Kirkland's that I really wanted were sold out. So if you guys have any recommendations for ones that look really real like this, that aren't several $100s, that aren't going to break the bank, then please let me know in the comments below. But just another way to show you guys you can utilize what you have and make it work for your space, just to give it that festive holiday look. All right, quick little update for you guys. I just wanted to show you really quickly that I did find some garland finally. As soon as I talked about that, I just spoke it into existence. So I ended up mixing in the new garland with the older garland. So as you can see, this is still all the old garland. And then right here, as you can see, this is the new garland. So all of this on the outside, these thicker pieces, this is all the new garland. You guys, this feels and looks so real in my opinion. It is a super nice long, I believe it's a 9-foot strand from Homegoods. It did come, you can peek right here with some gold beads, but I just cut them off and it looks awesome. So much more full, and I feel like really fits this. I only ended up using one, and then those 2 pre-existing pieces that I had, and I actually got a second piece so that next year if I wanted to add a little bit more or even like a little tail at the bottom, I could do that as well. So definitely check your local HomeGoods because this is a really good find. 9 feet for I believe $30 or $35. Really amazing and really real looking. I love it. Let me know what you guys think, and of course I will see if I can find any garland for you guys that's in stock and looks real and link it in the description box down below. All right, you guys, I wanted to show you the other tree that we have, and it is here in the bedroom. And this is my most favorite tree I have ever found. This is a flocked tree, a heavily flocked tree from Hobby Lobby. It is pre-lit and it comes in, I believe, 7.5 and 9 feet tall. So I ended up putting, this is the one that I had issues with as far as the base not fitting. So I ended up putting this one in our bedroom. It is a lot, although they're both 9 feet tall. This one's a lot thinner because it's just the type of tree that it is. It's not like a thick and fluffy tree. It's more organic in my opinion. So this one fit perfectly in the bedroom. We put it in the corner. I love it with nothing on it. It's just simple, cute, clean, and I feel like can really go with so many different decor styles. If you wanted to decorate this, you totally could. It is an amazing tree. And again, like I mentioned before, they are 60% off. So I did want to also show you the skirt that I ended up getting. This one was from Marshall's. It is a cupcakes and cashmere tree skirt, and it is so fluffy. It's almost like a Sherpa material and beautiful. I think it was like 24 bucks. So I just tied this on the bottom to give it that little bit of white and kind of keep that white theme going. Something just simplistic and cute for the bedroom. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys end up picking for your trees. I am so excited to hear all about them. All right, you guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I will leave everything I can linked in the description box down below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that post notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.